There you go. Boom.
Detroit versus everybody.
The 313.
Yep.
Fuck the free world.
Hit him with it, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guests tonight here on the Be a Brother segment are getting to bro you. I'm sorry. Mike D from Wrestling from the 313.
What up, though? What up, though? What's good,
Fantastic to have you. We've been on your show before. We've also been on Joe Monroe's show and the Roundtable a few times with you. So we're familiar with what you do. I mean, before we get started, you want to go ahead and tell our viewers about what you do and maybe plug your show and
plug your shit.
Yeah.
Well, basically, Wrestling from the 313 is just a show talking to people from the IWC, whether you're a pro wrestler, referee, commentator, podcaster, anything that's dealing with wrestling. That's what I talk about. You know, I get to, you know, the people that come on, get to give them a chance to tell their story. And then sometimes, depending on what's going on in the pros, like WWE, AEW, we talk about that. But, you know, we just try to touch everything that's going on in wrestling.
Awesome. So you coming from Detroit, we'll start way back. First wrestling memory and like what kind of got you involved in the wrestling world?
Oh, man, I think, wow. I've been watching wrestling since I was between the age of like 3 and 5 years old. I'm 44 now. So, yeah, I've been watching it since the days of Hulk Hogan and, you know, just that whole era. And, you know, just watching him, Roddy Piper, Macho Man, guys like that, that always drew me in. And then, you know, my cousins, and I think I had other family members that were wrestling fans. So it was always something that stuck to me. I think I had one point when I was, you know, a kid, maybe like 10 or 12, that I got kind of tired of wrestling. I think that's when WWF was doing all the little cartoon character gimmicks and stuff. Duke the Dumpster Drosy and Doink the Clown and stuff like that. But I got back into it some more, like when the Monday Night Wars had started, and when I started watching WCW, and, you know, got back into it, and I've been watching this since then. And just like wrestling is one of them things that I feel like it's never going away. So as much as people try to get rid of it, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree. Yeah. That shit is forever.
Now, you're a Midwest guy. Did you get AWA when you were younger? Did you get access to that, or was it more just WWF or WWF?
It was, I would say, WWF. And then if AWA did come on, it was on like more of the like low budget local channels or whatever, because Smoky Mountain Wrestling used to come on.
That was my next question.
In Detroit too. And like, I don't even think if WCW did come on back in the day, it was probably like early, like 1 or 2 in the morning on Sundays or something like that. And I don't even think ECW even came on in Detroit unless you had it on cable like TNN or something like that. But yeah, Detroit, it was strictly WWF.
That's something that we got spoiled with from where we're from in Pennsylvania. For an hour drive from Philadelphia. We got ECW before almost anybody else did. It was we got spoiled there.
Yeah, not to mention Allentown was wrestling fucking heaven.
Yeah, a lot of shows going on around.
Everything was here. So
we went back early on, and your first memories. Who's the first wrestler that really drew you in? That you were like, that's my guy. I'm gonna cheer for him.
It was probably Hulk Hogan. It was Hulk Hogan.
Word.
That was the first toy I had. That was the first, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted his T-shirt. I wanted a belt because he was the champion all the time or whatever. That's growing up watching wrestling. That was the guy. That was the Superman of pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And when he made that, and then when he made that transition to being a heel, being the leader of the NWO, I think that just enhanced his character even more, because nobody thought that he would be probably one of the best heels of all time.
That's
Like,
true.
he
That is true. That is.
One of the
played
best.
that
I
role.
will say
One of the best
that.
He played that role so well. Like he even went so far to paint a black beard on his face to just show like, hey, I'm a bad guy now. And then it was like he had probably two of the best guys like to be his not necessarily his henchmen, but his go-to guys in Hall and Nash. Like, you know, and I think they were probably the coolest dudes in wrestling. They brought a cool factor to wrestling that was just like,
for sure.
I don't think nobody else can do.
Yeah, not anything that Razor Ramon or Kevin Nash. Like even at the time, man, it was just like they were the shit. So
Yeah.
I wanted to get into my question. Who's your favorite tag team of all time? I gotta get this from like this is very deep. You know what I mean? Where this is
I would say it's a tie between two. I would say Harlem Heat, just because they were 10-time tag champions, and I'm gonna have to go with the Steiner brothers.
Okay.
The Steiner brothers, they from Michigan. They went to the University of Michigan. I'm a Wolverines fan, so I was always drawn to them because they would always come out with the Michigan Lettermans. So I'm like, okay, they from Michigan, so I roll with them. Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
That's dope. That's dope.
You get a pass.
I like that.
You get a pass on that one because I hate the Steiner brothers. I absolutely hate
they're
them.
badasses. I don't get it.
They're not for me. But you get a pass because they're local to you. So I'll allow it. I'll allow it this time. Like next time, have a better answer, please.
Hey, but you know what?
You brought something up earlier. You said wrestling will never die. That's a really good point. What makes you think it's gonna like it has like the longevity it does? Because everything has an expiration date. But I agree with you. I don't think wrestling does. What is it about it that's so appealing?
It's just the star factor. I mean, just look at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is like a big old concert / Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And it always had that impact in the 80s, like when Liberace would be there, Ray Charles. Like, it's just a big spectacle. And then it's so much wrestling on TV now. Like, it's not just WWE, but you got AEW, TNA, New Japan, and just the indies, period. Like, it's so many indie promotions. I kind of compare it to like rap music and mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? You can never get enough rap music and you can never get enough independent wrestling. And it's like, as long as people are coming up with promotions, like it's not going anywhere. I think they tried to kill wrestling a little bit with, like, you know, all the wrestlers and stuff dying at a young age. They tried to put that black eye on it, but they've been finding ways to kind of just like, you know,
get people drawn in. Yeah, I agree.
So to step away from that for a moment, because you do several interviews, who was your favorite interview to do and why was it us? I'm just messing with you. Don't do that. Don't disrespect anybody. Everybody's great. Every one of his interviews are great and fun. I was just messing with them. I have a question that I do for almost every one of our interviews, and I think it's just a fun one. You name one deceased wrestler versus one living wrestler active in a dream match. What match would you pick?
This is one I could think of off top, and I think I'm thinking Eddie Guerrero against Dominic Mysterio.
You know what's hilarious, Mike? Our last interview, Corporal Punishment, our friend Jamal, who wrestles for FSPW, he was in LPW and House of Glory.
Okay,
that was the exact same match that he chose.
Wow.
That's dope.
Because you know what? It'd be easy to say Hulk Hogan versus this guy, that guy, but you know what I'm saying? Dominic is always compared to Eddie Guerrero, and you never really hear people say, what would it be like if they got into the ring? They always compare Dominic to Eddie, you know, with the hair and the lie, cheating, and stealing. I think it'll be a good match between those two because I think they would kind of know each other's moves a little bit.
Yeah, not to mention how much Dominic has improved over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You can see it in ring. He's just better psychology wise and just in ring work wise. He's come. He's, you know what I mean? He's there now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was definitely surprised this Monday, them turning on Finn Balor. I actually thought it would eventually be the other way around, but
No, I thought the way that played out was very. I was happy with it. Like Finn Balor deserves to be on his own. Like,
I agree.
He's a bigger star on his own than in a faction and stuff like that. So
you saw what he
posted. Was awesome.
Did you see what he posted on social media?
No.
Finn just posted 1372. So it turns out that's how many days he was in Judgment Day. But I actually thought that was how many days since he won his last singles match.
But you know what? I'm glad to see him go on his own because it was like
I agree.
I was tired of seeing him in the Judgment Day with the tag team.
I agree.
Like, man, you're supposed to be a world champion, man. Like,
I think, exactly. He took a step back in that faction rather than Damian Priest, who was in that faction and took a step forward. Agree?
Yeah. To me, Finn Balor was looking like a character in Saints Row. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now he get to be out on his own. So maybe we'll get to see the Demon King 1 or 2 times. But
I hope so.
It'll be good to see him. It's good to see him going solo again.
I looked at it different. I thought that Finn Balor needed to be in there for a while. Like, if it wasn't for him and Edge being in Judgment Day, everybody in that group, they were all elevated from that.
Oh, for sure.
So without them, everybody that came out of it came out smelling like roses. I think Finn Balor was just in there too long. That's my thing. He needed to be in there because of his star power, but he started to get outshined by everybody in the group. Essentially, that's when you cut him out.
I think because of him being there, it definitely put eyes on JD McDonough. Is a good fucking wrestler.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how good of a wrestler JD McDonough is, and I feel like because of his personal, experience with Finn, that got him there to be a part of that group. It's elevated the guy. He's good, man. He's really good.
Definitely
underrated.
So if you're at home just kind of hanging out and you want to throw on some wrestling, do you have something old school you throw on? Do you have a specific match or something you're like, I can throw this on, like good old faithful that you like to watch?
It's two PLEs that I like to watch. Bash at the Beach, Harlan Nash and the Mystery Man against Savage, Sting, and Lex Luger.
Yeah,
and
just seeing that play out at the end.
Yeah,
for sure.
And Sting versus Hogan at Starrcade.
Okay.
Those are definitely my go-tos when I want to watch something old school.
They put a lot of that match of Hogan and Sting kind of as the start of the downfall for WCW. Do you agree with that?
Because when you go back and listen to the story now, the fact that Hulk Hogan didn't want to put Sting over, like, why not? That made perfect sense. Like, he doing all of this fighting.
Right?
He went like at least almost 2 years without saying nothing, not wrestling, and then you finally get a match and he lose. That made no sense at all. That was like, you know how when you got a leak on your roof and that one little drop that come down before it just start getting out of control. That's what that was right there. And from there it just started a slow downfall.
Yeah.
I guess next I will say, what was your favorite WrestleMania that you can remember? That's something in your memory that you're like, I fucking love that shit.
I would probably have to say I can't remember which number it was. Kofi winning the WWE Championship.
Okay, I was in attendance. Okay,
this guy was.
That's what's up. Yeah, I think that's probably one moment that stick out for me because it was like he finally did it. You know what I'm saying? He won every championship in the company. Yeah. And when he finally got a chance to beat Daniel Bryan and win the WWE Championship, that was that was cool to me. He definitely deserved it for all the work.
That one was
that
great.
stole the show, right? Yeah,
that was great because we were emotionally invested in that one.
That was it.
You know what I mean? The storyline, the build up, it was
underdog.
Perfect.
Yeah, the
it
underdog.
Was a perfect story build,
yeah.
And I was emotionally invested. I wanted nothing more than Kofi Kingston to win that match. Like I remember jumping out of my seat and like jumping up and down and cheering and going nuts about it.
Yeah,
it was poetic too that he did it against Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
because Daniel Bryan had a very similar path where he was not supposed to win at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and here he is winning twice, beating Triple H and then beating fucking Batista and Randy Orton in a triple threat to win that title. Like he's been made ever since. I think the issue with Kofi was how he lost the title. Do you think the way that he lost to Brock tarnished it? Because he's never really come back from that, has he?
No, he hasn't. No, and I definitely think that it tarnished it because it just made him look weak. And it was just like, okay, well, you just got beat in 6 seconds. Like, do you think you deserve? Should we give you another title shot? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I really feel like they never gave him. I really feel like they never really put him in a spot or gave him the opportunity to really challenge for the belt again. I feel like after he won the WWE title and then when Big E won, I think they still should have kept them together, but let them go solo. Let them do their solo thing. So you know what I'm saying? Xavier Woods was the king of the ring, but they kind of killed that when they had the Bloodline beat him up, put on his crown, and then stomped it and kicked it into the crowd. So that kind of killed that right there. So it was just like, unfortunately, Big E, you know what I'm saying, he injured his neck, but even when he was champion, he had an okay run, but it wasn't nothing memorable. But Xavier's singles run was just like, they killed it.
Yeah, they cut the legs out from him.
The thing with Kofi was, what I feel happened was they had such a great storyline build up to him winning that championship, but they didn't plan anything for him being the champion.
How often
they were just like,
happen?
oh, okay, we did that. We got all the merch. We got all the people happy. We'll give it to
Brock.
what?
Now what? Yeah.
We'll give it to Brock.
They were stuck.
Here's a question. Are you worried that at home, if you win something, that Brock Lesnar might come and beat you and take it from you?
Hey, you never know. It's Brock.
He could pop up anywhere.
You never know. He'll show up.
Right.
So to step away from wrestling for a moment, you're a Detroit Lions fan, if I wasn't mistaken. Didn't we talk about this?
Oh yeah, definitely a Lions fan.
How do you feel about your newest addition to the team, Isaiah Pacheco?
You know what? I think it's cool. I think it's a nice pickup after trading Montgomery. I personally didn't think Montgomery was going to stay too long because I still feel like he's a running back that could start for a team. And the more Gibbs was getting better, that was less playing time for Montgomery.
True.
So I understand the trade or whatever, and I'm not mad at it. You know, I just wish that we could have got a Super Bowl with Sonic and Knuckles. That's what I wish it would have happened.
I mean that's a hell of a 1-2 punch though. Pacheco and Gibbs is a hell of a backfield.
Yeah, Pacheco with that offensive line.
And I'll tell you what, if they could have got past my Commanders, they would have won the Super Bowl then.
Yep.
You know what, man? That shocked everybody out of that just came out of nowhere because Jaden Daniels he went to work on us. He definitely went to work on us in the playoffs. And unfortunately, this past season, you know, I feel like why the Lions didn't make the playoffs is because I feel like they weren't aggressive enough on free agency last year. The Bears got better with Ben Johnson and adding pieces. The Packers got better adding Parsons. Minnesota was okay, but they swept Detroit in the regular season. So they were you could say that they were better than Detroit. But yeah, they got to get aggressive, and that's the only way.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like I feel like your year, because I'm a Niners fan. That was your year. Too. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like that was your year.
Yeah.
Like if y'all would have beat us in the what was that, the wild card or was it the divisional? Shit.
That was the conference championship.
Exactly. Yo, you guys were so aggressive. Like you said, you came out, you fucking hammered us. Like in the first fucking half was like, yo, you don't belong on this field. You know what I mean? And then the complacent, you know what I mean? But man, I know what you mean, man. That was your time. Like, you're right. Like, you only get one moment to get that Super Bowl. And I know as a Niners fan, like, it's like, damn, you know, we're so good. But then when we face Patrick Mahomes, all of a sudden, like, we beat him, and then he beats us at the end. He gets the chip. Like, that's it.
I'm a Packers fan. I hate both you motherfuckers. All right. So.
Well, what era did you start watching the Niners?
Man, the Jerry Rice. So back when Tecmo Bowl was out, right?
Okay.
So we're talking fucking Montana and Rice, right?
Hey, that's Jerry Rice, my favorite player.
Like I remember running one play in that game, and that was the bomb to Jerry Rice. He'll catch that shit every day of the week. You know what I mean?
Oh like, every day. Hey, I used to go all the way back to the other team's end zone and just throw that boy all the way. And Jerry, that little graphic would come up. That little graphic would come up when they catch the ball and they're like, touchdown.
Yo. So, man, I've been, like I said, when I started liking them was my glory years in life. And now it's the heartache. Now it's like fucking 25 years later, no championship. Yeah. That shit hurts a little bit now. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? You know? How many times? But I get it. But I understand the line. I mean, that's what I mean. I talk my shit, but the lines, man.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's even longer. So
I feel you know what? Like being a Detroiter and watching the Lions like the last 25 years, it has been dreadful. But I can honestly say these last couple of years has just been like it's been a different feel in the city with them being with them winning and just being in the mix and like the different networks talking about them and stuff like that. You still got them few that want Jared Goff out of here. But it's like, okay, if you get rid of Goff, who you gonna bring in? You don't have nobody else to
so
you're
more appreciative as a fan of what you got, and that's fucking dope.
I also
like honestly,
I think with Detroit sports though, the good thing, if you're a Detroit sports fan, you had the Red Wings who were
dominant.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You had the Pistons who were really good for a while.
Oh yeah.
So I think that if you like all three of those teams. You know, the Tigers pretty good too at points. So I feel like if you're a Detroit sports fan, the other sports helped you move along without like thinking too much about the Lions not.
And we can't forget about the Detroit Shock. They won 3 championships too.
Oh shit! So
wait, they still do that?
So just to piggyback on the football, man. Wow, you were around Barry Sanders. Like, that's crazy. You say you're 44. Yeah. I remember Thanksgiving. Like, man, that was fucking good ass TV.
Oh yeah.
Like that was him.
Right?
How was that? Like, how was that era? Like, how did that's my last question about the Lions, but how like, man, he used to carry that team on his back, but
you know what? It was cool. It was cool watching him because you know what I'm saying. He was, breaking through the tackles and stuff like that. But it was still the same old Lions. We were still getting beat. We were still getting popped. We were still getting beat by the Bears' backup quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still dreadful. But Barry, I would say Barry, Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson were the guys that kind of like held it together when we were just bad. We were bad.
It's true.
So earlier you brought up hip hop and mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 of my top 5 favorite rappers of all time are from Detroit.
Okay.
One of my top 5 producers ever are from Detroit.
Okay.
Then Motown, I love all the Motown music. I told you, I sent you a message earlier. I'm gonna call you Motown Micah. I think that's a great name. You might want to do some album reviews and be Motown Micah. But as far as the Detroit rap scene,
Who do you got? Favorites?
Who are your favorites? So let's say 3 of them. 3 of your favorites. No particular order.
I would say Eminem, Royce the 5'9", and Slum Village.
Word.
So 2 of my top 5 is Elzhi from Slum Village.
Okay.
And Royce the 5'9". They're two guys in my top 5. I absolutely love Elzhi. If you haven't heard his solo albums, you got to get them, man. The Preface is a masterpiece.
Yeah. I think the last one I heard was the one where it was kind of like the Detroit version of Illmatic.
Yes.
That was. I think that was the last album of his that I heard.
And then when it came to the producers, it's Jay Dilla. I mean, you can't. It's not even debatable. He's got to be up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's where Kanye got a little bit of his style from. Jay Dilla.
For sure. I think that the thing about Jay Dilla's beats, they're so different because he purposely had imperfections in there.
Yeah.
Like if he made like a little bit of something off, he would leave it in there to be unique. And it's just great stuff.
Yeah. I listen to his I listen to his instrumental albums on Spotify all the time. I just something to listen to and vibe to without hearing no words. Just listening to just dope beats. That's my go-to right there, Jay Dilla. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm gonna bring it back in to podcasting.
Okay.
What made you kind of make that leap from being a fan and just watching to I'm gonna put my face out there and do a podcast?
Just being a fan, you know what I'm saying? Just being at home and watching wrestling and talking with my wife about stuff that's going on the shows and stuff. And then she like, you know what? You need to start you a podcast. So before I, did Wrestling from the 313, I actually had started doing one on Spotify. I had called it the Too Sweet Podcast. So I did maybe like 4 or 5 episodes where I was just on there talking and stuff. And it was one day I was just on the internet and I just put in Too Sweet Podcast and about 5, 6, 7 podcasts with that same name. So I was just like, oh no, I can't. I got to come up with a different name. So I remember going back on the internet trying to like get an idea for a name, and it was a podcast generator site, the name generator site or something like that. And then I seen something that was like wrestling from it was a different area code. So I'm like, okay, Wrestling from the 313. So it just stuck to me, and I'm like, I'm gonna stick with that. And then I kind of want to have that NWO look. So that's kind of where the logo and stuff come from. So yeah, that's how it all came together.
No doubt. I had to ask you because John and Aaron can tell you a lot of backyard wrestling when we were kids, right? We had the belts, we had the cardboard belts, all that shit. Like, did you like experience that in your neighborhoods? Like, did y'all fake wrestle in your neighborhoods? And
definitely.
Man, right? Like that was
we would be playing like football games and like basketball games and stuff like that. And sometimes like we just playing for hours. And sometimes it might be, people disagreeing on the call or whatever. So if the games just get boring, somebody would just yell out team fighting and we'd just start fake wrestling or whatever. Just out there for hours, just putting each other in wrestling moves and stuff.
Doing all kinds of shit. Nah, man, I feel you on that.
Used to do, we would play basketball. Our thing was like, on NBA Live, you could go on and turn off fouls.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We just turned off the fouls. It was kill your opponent basketball.
Yeah.
And then
not much scoring.
There wasn't much scoring going on. There was a hell of a lot of flagrant fouls going on.
Hey,
But
so
then it
y'all was,
turned into us having our own wrestling federation, and we made our belts and everything. It was a lot of fun. I mean,
so,
the three of us, we go back 30 plus years.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Hey, so y'all was basically out there playing arch rivals.
Yeah,
Real shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's how long. Yeah, that's crazy.
So when you were a kid, did you collect any like wrestling stuff? And do you still collect now? You can see behind me, I have posters. I have probably 100 figures and stuff. Is there anything that you collect or used to collect?
You know, being a kid, I had the toys and stuff like that. Now I do have a few collectibles. I got an autographed picture of Kevin Nash and Raven. Got to shout out Joe Moreau because he had gave me the autographed picture of Raven. So shout out to him for that. But other than that, I just you know, wrestling t-shirts. I got a couple chalk line jackets and the NWO replica belt. That's about it. But as far as like the action figures, nah, them was back in my kid day.
Yeah, I don't even know where mine's. Honestly, I don't know where mine are at.
If they were
I wish I would have kept all that stuff inside of the thing. Like, man, I had so much. I'd be sitting on so much money right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was seeing some shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like Kamala.
Come on. I have a Kamala action figure. So my son is 13 years old. And from about 4 years old until about 12 years old, he wanted every damn action figure he saw. If he didn't have it, he wanted it. So at my house, he doesn't play with them barely much anymore. He started trying to do the stop motion. But at my house, I have a milk crate full of action figures. I got everybody you can think of, from Jushin Thunder Liger's action figure to Kamala to the Bushwhackers. You name them, my son's got them because I would just go. I'm like, he doesn't have this one. I got to get it for him. I was addicted to buying him action figures.
Hey, I remember back in the day when action figures was like $5.
Yup.
When you was a kid and you got a $10, $20 allowance, like, look, you could get like 5 or 6 action figures for $20. You know what I'm saying?
Lose 2 or 3 of them because you were buying something and nobody would even tell. Trust me, I know the tricks.
Yeah, I used to have all that stuff, all the WCW action figures, all the WWE, all the Batman, and it was $5. So I tell my mom, like, hey, take that $20 for my allowance and just go give me some action figures.
So now going forward, let's talk about present wrestling, right? What do you feel about Danhausen? Like, I mean, he's growing on me. That's why I just want to ask you your opinion on Danhausen in the WWE.
You know what? He's not bad. You know what I'm saying? I really I know he was in AEW, and I really didn't keep up with him or pay attention to him as much on AEW. I know he used to do the whole curse thing.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think if WWE uses him right, I think he'll be entertaining because I think with him, the stuff that him and the Miz could possibly do together, that could be like some hilarious promos.
Right. I think, like, in my opinion, he got the character. Like, I really haven't seen his work until he got here, until he got to the main stage, and I'm very impressed. Like, I was like, at first glance, I was like, I wasn't impressed.
It looked like he looked like a starving Sting.
Hey, because it was like when he came out the crate and they did all the little chicks came out looking like Elvira and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, man. I'm like, all right, I'm not going. I was just like, man, what is this? But it's part of his character. He kind of got that vampire Rocky Horror. It gives you that type of feel. So it was just like, okay, but the stuff he's been doing backstage with WWE so far has been pretty cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think you said it best, character. I think he is the type of guy that's tailor-made for WWE. He's a character.
Yes. He's a comedy.
I think it's why comedy act for WWE. I think it's why he didn't fit in AEW. Because I prefer AEW over WWE.
Mhm.
And I think that's why he didn't fit there, because I think he is tailor made for this. He's already done better, in my opinion, in the 3 weeks, less than a
3
month
weeks.
he's been there,
Yeah.
than he did his entire AEW run.
Hey, I think y'all, all three of y'all can admit, when WWE bring these guys from AEW, it seemed like they put more emphasis on them to make them bigger stars in WWE than they were in AEW. Like, even with Ricky Saints and Ethan Page, like they're not world champions, but they get more exposure and TV time than they did on AEW, and you know they becoming the show or becoming top stars rather than AEW. They kind of had to find their way. So, you know, and I think they're going to do the same thing with Royce Keys. I think, of course, Jade Cargo's doing her thing. Cody's doing his thing. So, yeah, I kind of think they do that to be petty, too. Like, yeah, we're going to make you a bigger star than you were.
I'm sure that's it.
Which comes off as kind of, I don't know, like when you have Triple H call them a pissant company, and then you hire a bunch of them and make them their top people. Doesn't that make you look kind of stupid then? Like,
but I've been reading that AEW is kind of gaining momentum as far as, like, you know, people have been liking the storylines and stuff, and
they're great.
So I'll tell you right now, Mike, that was my biggest grief with AEW. I was like, I love the wrestling, great wrestling, but their storylines just fucking sucked a bag of dicks, a whole bag of dicks. And within the last year and a half, they have improved immensely. Like, probably some of the better storylines are in AEW over the last year than in WWE. Yeah, it's just not, you know, and the wrestling is better in AEW for sure.
I think, and you can voice your opinion on this. I think the best wrestling is when there's one guy making the call. Like when Vince was making the call, when he was in charge and he was the guy, that's when the shit was the best. When Eric Bischoff was actually running WCW, that's when it was the best. It's fucking Tony Khan's company. So he runs it. He's the one booking it. You can say the same with Paul Heyman. Like when it's one guy running it, you think it's better than when you have this committee of people and like a writing team or whatever they kind of use now?
Yeah, because I was looking at that. What's that? The Netflix show that they do on WWE.
Oh, the Unreal.
Unreal. And they got like a whole committee of people that just talk about who gonna get pushed and who's not. Like, honestly, just give it to Triple H. Let him run the main roster and let Shawn Michaels do what he's doing in NXT. You know what I'm saying? And just like, if these other guys gonna give ideas, cool, but I think those two need to be the main bookers. I think that's probably why Triple H has been getting so much slack, because he got other people that's helping him. Because when he was booking in NXT, it was just golden. It was classy. Like,
man, you're getting into my next question before I can even ask it. That was kind of where I was getting. Do you feel like the inclusion of TKO now owning WWE is what is the situation? Is Triple H getting a lot of heat from fans unnecessarily? I'm with you. I think that's the issue. What you just said, everything in a nutshell, him not actually being able to book like he could in NXT. Do you think that's the issue right now with the booking in WWE?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because TKO, they want the people that's gonna make the money. You know what I'm saying? And if Triple H say, hey, I want to push this person, and whoever is the higher up at TKO say, nah, that's what he got to go with. They don't. It's not the McMahon's company anymore. It's TKO, so they got to go by their rules. So, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's unfair. It's unfair to criticize Triple H, but it just comes with the territory.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. And that was kind of where I was getting at, because 2 years ago they were like, oh, the Bloodline, the greatest storyline ever, and then 2 years later, Book this guy. He can't book shit. It's a fickle business, man, right?
But
yeah,
honestly,
but that's after, like you said, after he's
I think the bloodline story is still going on, but it's just like in a different way now.
Right.
If you look at it, it could possibly be the bloodline versus the Vision. If you just look at how Raw ended the last two weeks, well, this week and last week, the Usos are still beefing with the Vision. You know, Roman and CM Punk got they beef going on. They fighting at Mania. CM Punk will always be linked to Paul Heyman. I don't care what anybody say, whether he a baby face or a heel. He'll always be linked to Paul Heyman. And I think, you know, Punk kind of came off as heelish when he was talking to the Usos. I could possibly see Punk, you know, maybe joining the Vision, because right now with Braun being out, with Brunson being out, you need a face for the faction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So, I could see something like that happening.
One thing I did notice with that whole Usos and CM Punk promo, Jimmy don't play when it come to family, bro.
Yeah.
He bitch smacked the fuck out of Gunther, fucking ducked CM Punk. Like he don't play. He's like, I'll get a fucking DUI tonight. I'll punch somebody in the face. He don't even care.
No, yeah, he was walking back and forth like he was gonna swing on somebody.
And I got to give Jay his props too, because I think he played a good role, a good part in that promo.
Angry Jay's the best Jay.
Yeah,
To me personally, when he's angry, that's the best iteration of him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think the Usos are natural heels, much like CM Punk. So when they get to be heels, they come off so good because they're fucking natural heels. I think that's one thing about CM Punk's run, in my opinion, right now that I don't like. He's not a fucking face. I don't care what you say. This is a guy that shit on the company for 10 years, and all of a sudden he comes back and he's the savior. I think it makes Roman look good. This is good for Roman, in my opinion, because it's making him look right finally. To all the fans that have shit on him for years and can never get behind him, he's finally with a guy that has a title that's playing, I'm the good guy here, and he's fucking not. You know, so I'm with you. I think that's what they're going with this. I think he could easily turn and become the leader of the Vision, and again, elevate everybody in there. Everybody in that group would rise up.
Yeah,
with Punk leading them, 100%.
What y'all think about Seth Rollins? You know, and the whole Shadow Ninja character he got going on.
That shit had be
Hey man, he was looking like he had the Foot Clan behind him, man.
I know. That's a good ass one.
It was that thing from Mike Tyson's Punch Out, the fucking guy that moves around as like 4 different things and you got to find the right one to punch. It was so fucking awful that I liked it. It's like classic fucking B movie horror movies. They're so bad, but I love them. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's so awful, but it was good.
I think Seth Rollins, in my opinion, he's moved into like Jericho territory where he has reinvented himself
so many times
that I think he's kind of transcended being a face and heel, because you just, no matter what he does, you're going to respect him. Like he's gotten to that level. Like there are a handful of wrestlers that no matter what they do, you'll just, even if they're doing really heelish shit, they'll like you. And I think they need to embrace that with Rollins. Making him a heel in the Vision wasn't working, but him coming back as the guy getting back at them works way fucking better.
By the way, I just realized that your hoodie is fucking blue and yellow, wrestling from the 313 Michigan. I need
definitely.
I need one of them. That shit is tough.
Thank you. I had to give me a Michigan color one.
Oh yeah. No, that shit's fire.
So we're getting into WrestleMania season. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I actually had something good.
Then do it. We'll get to WrestleMania. We'll end up with that.
It could be like a 3-part question.
Let's get it.
So somebody who you think is really good but gets overlooked. Your personal favorite active right now, and who do you think is the best? Just because not every time the best person is your personal favorite.
Somebody that is overlooked. Um, I want to say Carmelo Hayes. I'm gonna say Carmelo Hayes. Right now, my favorite right now is Trick Williams.
Okay.
Trick Williams, that's my favorite.
He's got star written all over him. He comes through the screen.
Yeah,
he does.
And what was the other question again? The third one?
You're who do you think is the best wrestler right now?
Best wrestler right now?
Best active wrestler.
Oh.
And that doesn't have to be WWE. If there's somebody
overall wrestler. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You know what? I want to say, and I kind of like I want to say Gunther and maybe MJF, just because they just like two assholes. Like you know what I'm saying? They two
it's hard. Yeah.
And then it's like, Gunther just retired two of the greatest wrestlers of all time, AJ Styles and John Cena. So
and then one bum ass wrestler in Goldberg as well.
Right. Yeah. So I would have to say Gunther and then MJF. Like MJF, he's just an asshole. But I think that's what's just funny about him, and I think that's what I like about his character.
I personally think with MJF that his actual in-ring talent gets overlooked because he's so damn good on the mic.
Yeah.
But he's so damn good in the ring too, and people don't realize it because they think about he's a talker.
Yeah.
And they don't realize how good of a wrestler the guy actually is.
We're doing a lit match after this interview, and we're watching MJF and CM Punk in a dog collar match. So.
Well, listen, we're gonna do a lit match. If you're not doing anything later and you want to watch them do the watch along with us,
all right,
that'd be great.
Fun times. But you brought up Gunther. He's becoming, how do I say this? Like the something to conquer, right? He's becoming, I guess, like a Brock Lesnar type character where whoever beats him next might be like the next guy. Mm-hmm. Who do you think should beat Gunther?
Obafemi.
Yeah.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
Solid choice.
Yo.
Obafemi. And I hope with Obafemi that they book him right. Me personally, I would give that brother a Goldberg streak. Let him be undefeated. I would let him be undefeated to the point where he breaks Goldberg's total wins during that streak, just to be petty. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is a star right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think you can't give him no unnecessary losses, because his aura right now is just like he's that deal and nobody's gonna beat him. So it's like when you put him in those matches with a Gunther or maybe a Brock Lesnar or something, you got to make him look strong as possible. So go ahead.
I'm saying I feel like he should answer Brock Lesnar's challenge and beat him at WrestleMania. And then the rocket is on his back and let's fucking put him to the moon. That's what I feel like they should do.
Yeah, I agree. But I've been reading that Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, Brock don't want to take no losses until his last match. And I've been hearing at WrestleMania that his opponents could possibly be LA Knight or Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So what I thought I read earlier was that he doesn't want to lose in his retirement match. I don't think he has a problem losing up to it, but in his very last match, when he decides it's going to be his last match, he's not going to lose. That's what I thought I read. But I mean, either way, it's Brock Lesnar's a douchebag. I mean, you got to think about it. Like,
I used to love Brock. I think the aura's gone. He's just lost too much. He comes back to lose to Roman essentially.
And then it's just he's up in age now. It's just like it's that time. Like,
yeah,
I think with wrestlers now, when they say they about to leave, just let them go. And it's not in a bad way, but it's just like Brock doesn't need to be the champion. He doesn't really need no like main event storyline where he's ending Raw or SmackDown. Just like he's just been doing the last couple months, just pop in here and there, do a storyline here, do a storyline there, eventually have your last match, and just right off into the sunset. Like I feel there's no reason for Brock to be a champion right now.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need to be.
100% agree with that.
Like he like so yeah. Like he's the attraction, right? Like you said, he comes twice a year. Like he's like, okay, I'm getting off my couch and I'm going back into this world.
Yeah.
But he got it like that. So I mean, he's making millions. So I give it to him. Like I do give it to him as an attraction.
The only guy from like the early 2000s, like that old school era that's still around that I would like to see be champion one more time is Randy Orton. I think he deserves at least one more run, even if it's for a couple of months.
Yep.
Let him get one more run.
And I believe that's gonna happen. I can't see, and that's what honestly, it's funny you segued into my next question. Like, do you think Randy is gonna beat Cody at WrestleMania?
Ooh. You know what? It's one of them things that it could go both ways, but honestly, I think Cody is gonna win. I think he's he's the face of the company right now, and to see him lose to see him beat Drew, and then a couple weeks later lose to Randy, I don't know. I don't see that.
Okay.
I see him, still playing Cody Raheem, got the belt on his shoulder, shaking hands and kissing babies and giving out weight belts and stuff. Like, yeah, he's that face, and yeah,
you just don't see him losing. I mean, Randy only got one more run in him. That's what I mean. I'm just like, damn, man. Like this is probably it.
You think Cody could turn heel here? He's been talking about wanting to do it. This would be a good time to do it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would, if he turned heel, I would like to see him have a little faction. I don't know. I think if a faction is done right, it could make a show interesting. You know what I'm saying? If he could do like a Bullet Club or a WWE version of the Elite or something like that, that would be cool. But
Vince free from Judgment Day now. They could do a WWE Bullet Club.
Yeah. And then they could call up Ricky Saints and Ethan Page. Those are Cody's boys, and Royce Keys too.
Shinsuke's still there. Like, it's a possibility.
Talk about underutilized guys. Yeah, there's one right there.
Well, we talk about it all the time. WWE does not know how to push male Japanese talent. I think America doesn't know how to push male Japanese talent. Female Japanese talent gets pushed very well. They do very good for themselves. Yeah. But male Japanese talent in the United States, I don't think we know what to do with them.
Yeah, I agree, because there's no reason why that Nakamura should not have been the WWE champion.
He won the Rumble.
Yeah,
he should have been AJ.
Agreed. I completely agree.
When he was hot and the crowd was singing his song as he came to the ring, they should have kept that momentum that he had in NXT going into the main roster. And
remember what Jamal's question was?
They killed it.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I said it. We did a show where we watched his first match in NXT with Sami Zayn. I say to this day, that's his best fucking match. His best outing was his first match ever in NXT, and he's never been able to top it. And it's not his fault. It's just like he said, they just don't know how to fucking book him.
Really don't.
I agree. What, Nakamura, Tajiri, who I'm trying to think of some other male Japanese stars.
Okada for that in AEW.
Yeah.
He was so much better in Japan. AEW makes him look not as good as he was.
Here's the thing,
not the same guy.
Wrestling is different now, and this goes with WWE too. There's no house shows. They're wrestling, literally, some guys are wrestling once a week, maybe. They used to wrestle like 5 and 6 times. So like it's a little different. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like the presentation has completely changed in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Hey, long gone are those days when Raw used to go on commercial and WWE would talk about, they show the whole week of shows that they're going to be on. and another week of house shows and pay-per-views and Raw that they're gonna be on. They used to do that. They do it now, but it's just like, okay, it's basically the PLEs.
Yeah, that's it.
Raws and SmackDowns.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Do you think those days will ever come back? Or do you think the business model, like the way that wrestling makes money, is just we're not going to go back to house shows again?
Not like how it used to be. I think if it's probably going to be maybe 7 house shows out of the year. You know what I'm saying? I know Detroit, every year we get a house show in December after Christmas. And of course, you know, New York and Chicago and whatever they do out of the country, they'll do those house shows. But like how it used to be, where after they would do Raw, they would have to do Timbuktu, then go to Connecticut, then do SmackDown, and then go to Compton, and then drive to those days are long gone.
So when Aaron and I were on your show, you said that you felt that you needed to get more in tune with the independent scene in your area. Have you done that? And is there somebody that you think we should look out for that you feel highly on?
I haven't been to any house shows yet this year. One of the guys that I've been seeing that I follow, and I tried to get him on my show, James Fury.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
James Fury. Yeah. I think he's like 21, 22, but he looked like he'd been wrestling for years. And, you know, he's somebody that, you know, I will see a lot of his stuff, and, you know, he puts a lot of work into what he do. Atlas Hightower is another guy. He's been on my show some years ago. I think it was like 2 years ago. He's a pretty good wrestler. Pepper Pride, women's wrestler. I know she's pretty hot in the independent scene. And I could say one of the promotions that I've been to a couple of their shows, SCW, Superior Championship Wrestling. They do shows every couple of months, and Ring of Champions. I think that's another.
Ring of Champions is actually part of our Facebook group. They promote a lot of their stuff in the Brothers Discussion Fam group.
I just want to look. I just want to say something. I looked it up real quick. In 2025, WWE did 7 house shows in the United States. 7. 7.
Yeah.
They used to do 300 a year, and last year they did 7 non-televised events. That is fucking bananas.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's why they've been going up on the prices, the ticket prices of the shows, to make up for all the house shows that they're not doing anymore.
100%. Like they're not running any house shows. There's 2 ways of revenue right now. Selling merch at the shows that you run twice a week. That's it. Like, yeah, 100%, bro. That was just really mind blowing. So I asked you that and just looked it up on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
I had to double look. Does that say 7? Like 7?
Yeah.
You know, I believe it.
They used to run 300 shows a year.
They used to be in Allentown twice a year.
So to bring up, I brought up independent wrestling. One of our favorite local independent wrestlers was actually just on your show recently for an interview with RJ Carnage.
Yeah, our boy.
Shout out to RJ.
He's a friend of the show, man. It seems like he's just a great dude.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to ask, how'd you feel about your interview with him? Because I tuned in and I watched, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Good. Just to hear his story. I know that he had injured his foot, and just to see him being able to get back up and walk, and you know, just that, you know, that long recovery that he's gonna have to go through. You know, I hope he, you know, fully recovers and gets back in the ring. It was a real good conversation, and we'd definitely love to have him on in the near future.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you didn't watch his match versus Phil Insane yet, you need to, because it was absolutely bonkers.
He takes a bump, bro. You'll know it when you see it.
When you'll see it, and you'll just be like, that's a Mick Foley bump.
It was
It's a Mick Foley bump.
It's 12 minutes of nonsense. It's awesome.
You'll
thoroughly enjoy
Check it out.
Really, really good stuff.
So I brought it up earlier, and we'll kind of finish it up with this. It's WrestleMania season, baby.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling about the build this year, or maybe lack thereof? And what are you looking forward to the most?
I think the build-up has been all right. I think the Roman CM Punk promos has been kind of like keeping me interested in that. I'm interested to see what Cody and Randy is going to do, because I think those are going to be some good promos, and I think we might see heel Randy one in this story.
One of them. Yep, you're right.
But I think I'm just interested to see what they do, because this will be the last WrestleMania, because next year will be in Saudi Arabia. So I just want to see if they're going to do it big.
Yeah, I know. We're all shaking our heads. We're all like,
Yeah. So it's been all right so far. The Liv Morgan Stephanie Vaquer match, the build up to that has been all right. Rhea and Jade has been all right. Yeah, we'll just have to see going on these next couple of weeks.
Oh, it's looking like Dom and Finn is going to happen. Yeah. You know, there's a few other matches that are definitely going to happen.
I could see the Usos in the Vision for the tag team titles.
I could see that. Yeah. I could see R-Truth and Damian Priest going for tag titles as well.
Yeah.
Once they align them together. But I feel like, so literally there's just WrestleMania is happening so soon, and I feel like they have not built it like they have in the past.
It's different. It's different now for years. Do you agree? Like with the build up, I don't know. I don't know. It's just at least last year. Go ahead.
I would say yeah. I would say yeah, because it don't have that same feeling of, ooh, I can't wait to see what happens. Like with Stone Cold and The Rock would main event, like you knew that they were that you know WrestleMania was coming because the promos, and then just the build up. I don't know. I don't know if it's just, you know, the internet and stuff like that kind of killed the buzz, but it's definitely not the same.
Yeah.
I have a theory, a hypothesis about this.
Hypothesis.
I do.
I really do. Using big words.
I really do. I think WrestleMania got away from itself. If you go back to the best WrestleManias, they were 3.5, 4 hours long. That's it.
Not 2 days.
It ended up being 7 hours long. And then they're like, fuck it, let's make it 2 days. It's lost its luster, in my opinion. It used to be
one show,
boom, you know, 6 to 8 important matches. That's it. Now it's 2 nights, a whole lot of filler. I just think there's too much. I really think it's gotten away from itself. It's gotten too big for its own good. If they were to bring it back and make it one night, like a normal 3.5, 3 hour show, I think it'd bring back it being special again. I really do. I just think it's that easy. And realistically, they don't have that many good storylines going anyway. It's 6 to 8 matches. That's it. You have enough to fill that, right?
Yeah. And I would say, why not have matches during pre-shows like how they used to? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would help get some people on, get them on the card or whatever. And it's crazy.
Oh!
Like, right. No, but it's crazy. And it's crazy because it's like they doing the 2 nights, but it still seems like they both nights still go 3-4 hours. So it's just like, I would just, honestly, just have it on early, like on a Saturday, maybe 3-4 in the afternoon. And just let it kind of run to like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Just, you know,
like you're saying exactly what we've been saying forever. We went to
AEW Dynasty.
We went to Dynasty in Philadelphia at the Leocore Center.
It was at like 3 o'clock.
It started at like 3 o'clock. It went very long. It was a long ass show. But we always say, go on Saturday, start early, and you're gonna have more people show up, more people watch, because you can still do other things afterwards.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring it to you. We our next interview.
Okay.
We have someone coming on, and we like to ask our guests to give us a question to ask our next guest. So, blindly, a question for our next guest. Let us know what you got.
Who is someone that they would like to face that they haven't faced yet?
That's a good one. And I was going to ask you the question that our last guest asked us, but I forgot what it was.
Oh, we had it written down.
I did not have it written down. I thought I wrote it down in the book. And guess what? I got the book right here, so I'm going to write yours down so I don't do that again.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
It's all good. So before we sign off, my man, get and plug your shit. Tell everybody where they can find you, what you got coming up, what you got in the works, and let everybody know what's going on.
Well, you can catch Wrestling from the 313. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. YouTube, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We're over 8,500 right now.
Let's go.
We're on the road to 5 million views. Yeah, just catch me on there. Want to give a shout out to WSCN, the Wrestling Society Network. Shout out to everybody over there. Got to give a shout out to our new sponsors, W Energy Drinks. Go online. Go to
we rock with W2.
Go to w.gg. Go get you an energy drink mix. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm not just saying this because you know they're the sponsor. This stuff is good. I probably won't even drink another Red Bull or anything like that again. It's a jitterless drink mix. It's real good. It's real good. And if you go to the site, put in the code W313, and you get 10% off your order. But yeah, other than that, yeah, just make sure you catch the podcast on YouTube. I've been booking new guests for the next couple of months, and it looks like I'll be booked all the way up until September. So
let's go.
If you ever need one of us to come on to like berate somebody, like pick on, like I'll come on and just roast your guest if you want me to. I would love to do that.
Yeah, definitely got to get you guys back on.
We do those too.
Yeah, we're good at those as well.
And we got to get you guys back on on a future episode too.
Absolutely.
Say less. Whatever you need.
We would love to.
We're there.
I also feel like, unfortunately, because of Joe and the way he's moving now, I missed the roundtable discussions.
Yeah.
So I feel like coming up in the future, I'm not going to make it a thing for like all the time, but I think we're going to do like a podcast Jeopardy or some shit where we have teams of different podcasters and do trivia or something along those lines where we can feature you guys. We can feature CZ and Never Wrong Nick, where we can bring on Rob.
I miss the debate. Those are fun, yo.
I want to do something. I want to get us all together because we're like-minded, but we all have different opinions, and it's so much fun when we get together.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Tanner and Aaron and Bird, AT Bird, man. I would love to get these guys together and do something like that.
Yeah, shout out to Till 5 too.
Till 5, they're fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
hilarious guys, man. Great guys, really are. They really are. And Professor Bear, shout out. He's coming on here in 2 weeks from now. We got Professor Bear coming on.
Shout out to Bear.
Yep.
Good people.
He doesn't think Francisco's a real person.
Nah, I'm fake. I'm fake.
We've been on Bear's show twice, and Fran wasn't able to make either one of them. He was like, I don't know why this guy's afraid of me. I'm not a real bear.
Nope. Friendly bear. Teddy bear.
For also our audience, we're at BOD Podcast. Subscribe. We had Mike D. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Man, it's fucking awesome today. Subscribe, like. We got everything you need.
Anybody that's watching that subscribes to Mike already, because he's damn near 10,000. Subscribe to us too.
Yeah, subscribe. Yeah. Go to that YouTube channel and subscribe, and let's get them up there too.
Hey,
let's get it.
I like the way you think. You're a hell of a guy.
All right, guys. We'll be back next week with another interview. We'll keep that on the hush, but we'll see you guys next time. Again, thanks to Mike D. We'll see y'all later.
Mike, thanks for coming, bro. We appreciate you.
No problem. Appreciate it.
No doubt.
Salud.
Peace.